So hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the HD0 goggles with an analog receiver, which is the SkyZone Steady View receiver, and we will be flying the TINYGO 4K. Right now I am actually dubbing this video because the audio was not usable. I thought the recording directly from the HD0 goggles would be good, but the problem is there are some static noises made by, I think, the analog receiver, and it's really not usable. It's a bit it is a pain to hear that static noise. Okay, so for this one, we're just trying to cruise around using the TINYGO 4K. It is really a good flyer, and it can produce good result because of the 4K VTX and the camera. I think this is the Caddx Loris, and it can really produce a 4K. But as you can see on the top right, I'm showing you the direct footage to the goggles, and actually it's not that good if you're using it on, for example, you want to fly you want to cruise around, do an exploration. It's a bit difficult to use because the quality really is only 480p. But when you look at the 4K footage, it is really good. It seems like you're using an action cam directly on your VTX. The only downside is there are no gyro data being saved by the TINYGO 4K. It doesn't have that black box, if I'm not mistaken, that can record that gyro. So if you really want to stabilize your footage, you cannot use gyro flow for this one. But nevertheless, the TINYGO 4K is really fun to cruise around. As you can see here, there are no jello on our footage. Probably the only time that you can notice those jello is if you're doing dives. But for this one, we're just testing it inside indoor flights. It's like a Cinewhoop, but with a very, very small form factor. Actually, before Caddx decided to do walk snail, they really are making this good VTX for analog. And as you can see, the analog footage, the VTX cropped in a few pixels on the left and the right. But if you are looking at this recording, it's actually 16:9. I think the analog receiver is receiving, I think, 4:3 cropped. So if you are flying a 4:3, and if you are familiar with 4:3, I think this one is okay for you. But the TINYGO 4K is actually targeted to beginners, because this has a ready to fly kit. So you have the goggles, you have the controller, and you have the drone. So the moment you use this, you don't have to think about anything else but to fly. You also have 4 batteries with you, and I did not do any adjustment on the saturation or even with color grading. This is straight from the VTX, and to my eyes, it looks neutral, and it's not that saturated. But if you want, you can adjust it, and probably you'll have a better results with your video. One problem if you will be using this indoors is that it's really, really powerful So you really have to control your throttle. If you're a beginner, I think you should adjust your throttle limit so that you won't push the drone so quickly, and yeah, sometimes you'll end up hitting something, and hopefully you don't crash the drone. But if I would give you an example, this can really withstand a lot of beating. I like how Gep RC made the TINYGO 4K really good when it comes to hitting something. It has a very good canopy. The frame also can withstand, even though it's only made out of plastic, it's still durable. Also, I did not adjust any of the pre-tunings. This is as is when you buy the drone. I haven't adjusted that, but if you think you're too slow, you could probably increase your rates. Also, as you have seen on all of the videos, the propeller is actually not viewable, because I believe this is not true X. So if you are doing freestyle, I think this configuration of the TINYGO 4K is not that good when it comes to freestyle, which this is a bit wider on the front and the back part of the frame. So we're trying to fit in these gaps. As you can see, it can really fit on it. That is how small the TINYGO 4K is. This is, I think, 75 millimeters for the motor post to motor post, and it has a, if I'm not mistaken, 35 millimeter propeller. If you can adjust your propeller, I think you won't have any problem using a 3 blade instead of the 4 blades, because although you got efficiency with 4 bladed props, it lowers down your flight time. I think with this one, if you can see, it's almost 4 minutes on flight. So if you use a tri-blade, probably you can increase that flight time. Basically, that's it. I really like how it flies indoors, and you really just need to adjust your tuning so that it won't be too powerful for you when you are doing indoor flights. And if you use Horizon mode for this one, it is really responsive, and it doesn't have any jello at all. So that's it. That's our flights. I really like how it is connected with the HD0 goggles with analog module, and I really like how it performs. So for beginners, this is really a good option if you just want to test, if you just want to learn how to fly FPV drones. So we will end the video here. Hope to see you on the next one. Happy flying. See you around.